Following Jose, we will have Ben Davies. Just a reminder.
He didn't have it.
No. He did something else. After that, I just remind everyone, it's all in, so there's no separates for this at all. If you do have a question, please raise your hand. We'll try to get to as many of you as possible. So I will start with Gary Cottrell.
Hello,
Gary.
Thank you, Simon. Hello, Jose.
Gary, good morning.
Hello there. Obviously, a draw is enough, but I guess the priority is to try and win the group.
Yeah, the priority is always to try to win the next match. The next match is an Europa League match, and we are going to do the same that we try to do when we play Premier League. We are going to try to win the match. If in the end of the match we have a draw, then yes, okay, that's fine. We qualified before the last match, but we are not going to play for the points and to qualify. We are going to play to win, like we do every match. But I say the same before every match. Every result is possible, but our intention is to go there and to try to win.
Let's assume, no need to confirm or otherwise, that Gareth Bale will get some minutes again tomorrow night. Has he progressed, though, as fast as you'd hoped?
Gareth?
Yes.
No, the only problem with Gareth is to get into the dynamic and the confidence of playing consecutive matches without any bad feeling, without any negative feeling, without any remembrance of the recent past where the condition was not the best and the fears were there. So I think it's more about that. But he's playing regular. He has a chance of a physical evolution. Of course, he doesn't need a technical or tactical evolution. He just needs a physical evolution, get into the intensity of matches and get his confidence back to play consecutive matches, like 3 matches in a week. So I think it's more about that.
Okay, George Cummings, 5 Live. George.
Jose, hello. A lot's been made of what happened to Raul Jimenez at the weekend, and Mikel Arteta has called for concussion substitutions. I was just wondering, what's your take on that? Is that something you're in favour of?
I am in favour. I am in favour because, first of all, the power to the doctor that is on the pitch. You must have on your as a coach, you must have on your side, on your bench, you must have a doctor that you fully trust, and then everything becomes easier because then the doctor's word is the word, the doctor's decision is the decision, and that makes everything easier. Of course, a substitution for a concussion would probably make decisions for coaches easier, but honestly, for me, the crucial point is to have a doctor that you fully trust.
I remember many years ago, you was managing Chelsea, and Petr Cech had that really bad injury at Reading. Has enough been done? Has there been enough progress in the last 15 years for you?
I believe that Petr Cech situation was key for changes, and immediately some problems in some Premier League stadiums were quite evident, and that situation with Peter, I think, was a key to change many things, and was a long time ago, but of course I remember lots of things going on to try to give the best conditions for doctors and ambulances and transformations in the stadium security to leave the stadium, all this kind of situation was a big improvement at that time.
Okay, we're going to go to James Savundra. James.
Hi, Jose. It's obviously a huge game coming up this weekend against Arsenal. So I wonder, does that come into your thinking when you look at who goes on this trip to LASK tomorrow?
No, the big game is tomorrow. When we make changes in relation to the Europa League matches, we make these changes based on sometimes problems that we have, and when we do that, we trust the people that plays. We don't weaken the team because the Premier League match is more important than the previous one. We had Chelsea last week, and before Chelsea we had Ludogorets, and we were not thinking about Chelsea. We made the changes that we thought we had to make and to give some players some chance that they deserve. So in this moment, Arsenal is not in our mind.
And if I can ask you about the FA Cup draw, next month you take on Marine, 8th tier of English football. How excited are you about that? A team like Tottenham going to play a side in the 8th tier of English football?
I am excited. I learned to love the FA Cup even as a kid. When I come to England, I learn a lot about it too, and I experienced great things in that competition. I think is a beautiful thing for everyone, and I look forward to it. Honestly, I look forward to it. I hope that there are good conditions in the stadium in terms of safety, all these things related to protocols. I would love to play in that small stadium. That for sure means a lot for the home fans and for the players, for the coach, for everybody. And the best way to respect them is to take the team, the players that they want to play against, and we are going to respect them, and we are going to respect the competition.
Paul Jickins from The Sun. Paul, if you can unmute. There we go.
Hi, Jose. At the weekend, you described Tottenham as just a pony in the Premier League title horse race. How would you describe Spurs in the race for the Europa League?
In the race for Europa League, in this moment, I think we are in the race. We are one of the most important horses in the race. We have to admit that. An English team in Europa League is for sure an important club. But then some important clubs are going to the competition later, which is something that I never agreed, but is the way it is. And for sure, eight clubs that were not successful in the Champions League, instead of go home, they come to the Europa League, and then that will change the dynamics of the competition.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to Ali Gold quickly. Ali.
Hi there, Jose.
Hey.
The club just showed us, just before you came on, a little video from training today. Unless I was mistaken, I couldn't see Harry Kane, Sergio Reguilon, Carlos Vinicius, or Eric Lamela. I just wondered are they all injured?
Yeah.
Or just, are they any of those serious injuries? Obviously, Harry Kane would be a big loss, particularly for the North London derby as well.
No, Lamela is an injury that comes already, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month, something like that. And I don't believe that he has a chance to be for the weekend. Harry, Vinicius, and Sergio, there is a chance for them to be for the weekend.
Okay, we're going to go to Omar Akatugba. Omar, would you come mute for us, please? Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Joseph. My name is Omar Akatugba. I represent omarsports.com. The other day, Lucas Moura was alluding to the fact that the mentality at Spurs has changed since you became the manager. And that, I think, has been a pattern with you from Chelsea, from Porto to Chelsea, to Inter Milan, to Real Madrid, and with the exception of Manchester United. How do you manage to get these players to become lions, fighters, the moment you become their manager?
What do you mean by with the exception of Man United?
I mean, it was a bit different at United, perhaps because of the kind of results that we saw. I mean, I feel that the players were in as the other players you managed at this other club that I mentioned.
To win the Europa League was not easy. To finish second in the league was not also easy. To win the Carabao Cup was not also easy. And to win the Community Shields against the champion Leicester was not also easy. And you don't do difficult things without some empathy and some good work. So that's just my feeling. With all the respect, I don't feel your question reflects the way I think, the way I feel.
Okay, we're going to go to Matt Law. Matt.
Hi, Jose.
Hey, Matt.
I know you don't always appreciate sort of being asked about players who haven't been playing, but I wanted to ask you about Dele Alli because he has been playing in the Europa League. Is it realistic that the situation on his side can carry on? Because the Europa League is going to break soon, which would take away the regular football he has been getting, and obviously the January transfer window will be coming. He will obviously feel he needs to play more in the second half of the season from January. Would you understand that, and would you understand if he came to you and asked you to perhaps go on loan?
I answer to your question in a few seconds. Let me just tell something that you all forgot, but I have to speak about it, which is the game tomorrow. Very difficult match for us. LASK is fighting for to have a chance of qualify in the last match. We beat them quite easily at home, but that game, because I know them quite well, that game doesn't reflect the difference between the two teams. I still consider LASK our strongest opponent in the group phase, and we have a very difficult game tomorrow. So just a reminder, going to your specific question, one thing is me understanding the players. Another thing is the players' situation. You know, I don't make decisions about selling A, B, or C, or letting the EOF going on loan. I am responsible for the players that belong to my squad and are working with me, and the ones that are not playing enough time in their minds, in their ambitions. They are not playing enough time. They have only one thing to do, which is to use the time they play to show me that they are better than the ones that are having more minutes. There is no secret with that.
How's Dele's? It seems that your relationship with Dele has remained positive from both sides.
I don't have any problem with Dele. I don't have any problem with anyone of the players. It's not about that. I'm really happy that I don't have, let's say, personal issues with any one of my players. But of course, players are happier when they play. They are not happy when they don't play, and that I don't blame the players. It's just the way it is. But again, there is only one way for them to improve their situation, which is to work hard every day, and is to use every minute they are on the pitch to try to improve their situation. But fundamentally, the concept that wins, the concept that is above everything, is the concept of the team is more important than any one of us. And a simple example is Ben Davies, that is coming here later. Against Chelsea, he had to play 5 minutes. And normally, or last season, he would be playing 90. In this game, he was on the bench. He played 5 minutes like if it was the last 5 minutes of his career. Why? Because the team is the most important thing. So these are the players that I want, the players that feel and behave like the team is the most important thing, and me personally, I'm not important.
Okay, we've got time for 2 more. If I can ask that, there can be 1 question each. 2 at the top of my list are Jerry Cox and Matt Dunn. So we'll go to Jerry first. Jerry.
Hi, Jose. You okay?
Hey. Yeah.
Toby Alderweireld looked like he was back in training. Is he fit, and has he got a chance for the weekend, do you think?
Yeah, he has a chance. Not for tomorrow. It's not even an option. He's not ready for tomorrow, but he's in this process of recovering. He's doing very well, and there is a chance that he plays. But Joe played against Chelsea, and was not the first match. Was not an easy first match to play. And Davison will play tomorrow too. So we have our options. So if Toby cannot play, we will not cry like we didn't against Chelsea, and will be a chance for another one.
Okay, we've got a Matt Dunn. Last question, please.
Hi, Jose. With Harry Kane's injury, you said he has a chance for the weekend. Is that a small chance or a big chance? And what exactly is the nature of his injury?
I'm not going to tell you the nature of his injury. I think it's a good chance. I don't want to lie. I don't want to hide anything in relation to, is he going to play or no. I think he's going to play. That's my feeling, is that he's going to play.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.